obviously, I think news around the football world and, of course, in our conference. And this is a fraternity that sadly sometimes gets reminded the wrong way. So I do want to start with just saying thoughts and prayers to everybody through the Appalachian State family, along with UCF and hearing the news and the passing of Coach Sean Clark, and just want to make sure and again maybe take some time to step away from the world of competition and say that's tough news to hear. This is a stressful job, and a job he's done very well and served a lot of players over his years and played the game the right way as well as a player. So thoughts and prayers to all of them. To change gears, I would just like to say every week, proud of our team, proud of the resilience we showed in the fourth quarter to win a road game against a very good MAC opponent. I think for us, anytime you can take your wives with you, it was our wives trip that you do each and every year, and to take our wives with us, to have them there in strength, and the family and friends and fan base that showed up there was a really cool experience for us. And then more importantly, our staff and players, just how they came together to win a game that way, which is probably unlike any win I've ever been a part of, and how that felt for a few quarters, the first 3 quarters, and then to just show the resilience that we have, to see the belief kind of take over and get some things going on offense, and for a team to come together and really connect to each other from offense, defense, and special teams is the reason we were able to pull it off. So very proud. Many things to fix, of course. I'll say that each and every week. It's never good enough and it's never perfect, but to come out 2-2 and to win a game like that on the road says a lot about who we are and who our players are. So with that, I'll open up to questions.
We'll open up now for questions from our media. First question will come from Craig Stevenson.
Hey, Coach. Could you talk a little bit more about the roller coaster of emotions? I mean, you go from, man, we hadn't scored a touchdown on offense in 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden you got a shot to win the game. Just how did you guys handle that, and how did that happen?
Well, first I think it's a critique of me. I'm so competitive and want us to be perfect in many ways and want us to do a great job. And I love these players and this staff. And I think for me, self-reflection, really the Memphis game and some other things of managing the game better, meaning my emotions better, and letting our coaches coach and be better. So I think it was us understanding that, having feelings and true emotions are real, but you almost have to harness those. Like the only thing that matters on game day, Greg, is making sure that our guys have confidence in their jobs and we get things fixed fast so they don't show up to be continual issues. And I think the biggest way or the best way to answer the question is you've got to remove as much of the emotion as you can and the feelings of, we have no different emotions as coaches than the fans do. I'm human, and I know that was hard to watch on television for 3 quarters, and I understand it. My job and our job is to fix it and not behave fanatical. We can't do that. And our guys still have to be stable, manage expectations, manage negative results. In a lot of ways, a very tough thing to watch and be a part of. But also empower your players to understand and keep belief of finding a way to fix it. And I think before all that negative took over, we managed it better. We managed our emotions better, stayed to it, and finally we broke through and put the ball in the end zone. And once the guys saw the thing go in the hoop, it was like, well, I'll be damned. We can do this. And that's all that happened. And then you see 3 scoring drives out of the last 4 drives,
Along those lines, not only did you score on offense, but the defense got, I think, 3 straight 3-and-outs. Just a little bit more about that performance. What can you say?
Well, unreal. I think you all know this. You know this as well as I do. This program is built on playing great defense. And we are nearing being able to say that we play great defense here again, and we're playing in some ways dominant defensive play. If we'll take out some things, we'll be able to finish that way in an entire game. But I just think for them to finish the game the way they did, to keep us in that game and stay to it, when their number was called, to your point, we punted away and get it back on a 3-and-out, and we get it at the 50-yard line to finish the game. They knew what they had to do. They got the job done, and it led to a scoring drive to win it.
last thing, just the confidence it gives you going into the open date, and then you have the big rivalry game on the other end, just where your team is at emotionally. Obviously, it's changed a lot in the last 48 hours.
Absolutely, it has. I mean, you to come home. I said it after the game. I'll say it here. Like, to come home 2-2 and to win a game the way we did gives a different type of belief, gives a different kind of feeling to the whole building. I think if you saw it from the tight cop, you saw an Adam Prendergast on the game-winning drive go nuts on the sideline on our cop. It affects everybody. It affects people that love this program, and there's no better scenes than that. Our team grew together. We connected more. We celebrated more. There's things that happen when you win, and especially when you win ugly, tough ones, when you find out more about your team and your leadership. So to say that doesn't provide some more belief and some momentum this week and going into next week would not be true. It does very much so.